Oh, joining us now is Nassau County Executive Laura Curran. We apologize, didn't know she'd be speaking right now, but we want to listen into the remarks, certainly.
All right, cool, man. This taper's off. We were concerned about possible.
Oh, no, please.
Right now, salting and continuing to plow the roads, our roads, curb to curb. We know that our municipal partners, towns, villages, and cities their guys and gals are out doing the same thing. So we're still asking motorists to take extra caution. It's slushy, it's slippery, it could be icy, it's below freezing. So we're asking everyone to stay home if you can. We've gotten very good at that, working remote if you can. If your kids get to have a snow day, let them go outside and play, maybe put them to work shoveling the sidewalk. This is a little more sober news now. According to the police department, there were 43 auto accidents throughout the storm, and 17 of these involved injuries. So it's still dangerous. Please be very, very careful. We have received reports of 3 downed trees. If you see a downed tree or tree limb or something that looks like it needs attention, please call us at 571-6900. Winds are gusting. In fact, just as I said that, the winds picked up. We have had some power outages in Nassau County. Overnight, there are about 1,000. Right now, according to PSEG, there are 578 customers without power. That's as of 10 a.m. this morning. Nice bus routes are experiencing about 40 to 50-minute delays due to the road conditions. Some have detours on their routes. So heavy snow, strong winds, minor to moderate coastal flooding were really the main hazards associated with the storm. Flooding has been minimal, but everything else has really come to pass. Be careful shoveling. It's heavy, it's wet, it's been called heart attack snow. Help your neighbors out. If you have an elderly neighbor or someone who needs a little extra attention, give them some help. And also, please shovel out your fire hydrants if you have any on your property in case firefighters need to get there and use them. Okay, winds are still gusting. Speaking of losing power, if you do lose power, you can report it right to PSEG at 800-490-0075. All right, our warming centers are open today until 6 p.m. Cantiac Park here in Hicksville, Wantagh Park, and Mitchell Field Athletic Complex. PPE will be there if you don't have it. Also, if you or you see someone who needs a place to sleep tonight, if you see someone out who needs a place to go, please know that there is a resource for them. After 6 p.m., we do have emergency housing called Warm Bed. Please call. I'll give you this number twice, 516-573-8626, 516-573-8626. It's incredibly important that we all look out for each other. Unfortunately, we did get news of a 55-year-old man found deceased in Levittown last night. I'm going to give it over to the police commissioner to give you more details on that.
Thank you, boss. Good morning. So this morning at approximately 8:30, we received a call over to 29 Jerusalem Avenue in Levittown. A 55-year-old male, Hispanic, was found unresponsive by a citizen. That citizen contacted police and the medics respond. They were unable to revive him. He was removed to Newmark, where he's being examined by the medical examiner to determine the cause of death. There was no trauma at the scene. There does not appear to be any trauma. We believe it may have been in a medical emergency, but we will evaluate that as we get the results from the medical examiner.
I just want to thank our police department. I want to thank our medics who were out there answering at least 5 COVID calls last night. And I want to give a huge thanks to Ken Arnold and his team here at the Department of Public Works, Mike Fasano, who runs our highway department, for being out there, for getting the job done for our residents. Again, they did a fantastic job, and I am truly grateful, and I know our residents are as well. Happy to take any questions.
Hi there. How concerned are you with COVID calls in this bad weather and just getting people the help they need? And how much of a concern was that going into the storm?
As I said, we had about 5 COVID calls. There may have been more because that was as of early this morning. It is concerning, and that's why it's so important that our crews can get out there, get the roads cleared, and that people stay off the roads unless they absolutely have to be on them. And I know I've said this before, but it bears repeating. We're asking commercial property owners to not put their parking lot snow in the road, because that it makes it very unsafe for drivers and also for our first responders with their very important work to do.
Hi there. Aside from
The Nassau County executive giving us an update on the storm right now. A lot of factors at play, as she's mentioning the response to COVID. While the snow is still falling out there, we know the pandemic does not stop just because of this. Accidents being reported, injuries in those accidents.